entrepreneur. I need somebody that understands my mindset. Somebody that has the same lifestyle.
My finances, like the budgeting. You see how I am, nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah,
like I notice it in me now, just nitpicking, and it's not even. I just don't have it like to spend the liquid. Yeah, I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account, but just my finances, like.
Ain't nothing wrong with a nigga with a 9 to 5. I get it. They work hard. I used to have a 9 to 5. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. You work hard. You have money. I get it. I need an entrepreneur. I need somebody that understands my mindset. Somebody that has the same lifestyle.
My finances, like the budgeting. You see how I am, nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah,
like I notice it in me.
Honey, before I get started talking, hold on, let me make sure you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Now I know you can't hear me. Girl, let me talk about this a little bit. This is something I want to talk about. But before we get into that, I want to talk about the fact that I want to talk about other things, but I will come back to this and talk about this woman because I really don't too much care for this woman. I think I did a live where I kind of just blasted her like I did Claudia, like I did Meg the Stallion's pony ass. I think I have dragged her like I dragged Raz B. I don't care anymore with him. I just don't care anymore, honey. If you don't know the story, go to These Walls Stay in podcast. I forgot what the name of the podcast was, but it was the end of 2021 kind of podcast. So it's probably late December that I posted it. How are you guys doing today? But before we get into Dragon B Simone, there's some other stuff I want to talk about. But she's the main topic for the day. But
you ain't got to say congratulations to me.
There's some other stuff I want to talk about. Oops, I had somebody picture up there. So before we talk about B Simone and her craziness, can we talk about the craziness that is going on recently? I want to talk about this craziness for a minute. Because when I first saw this, when I saw this with Joycelyn, the first thing that came to my mind was her family is going to say that it's AI generated, one. And two, girl, they have reported you missing. Then they said you were dead. For you to pop up while we are in the process of going through World War III, for you to pop up and to say, hey, you guys, I'm here. I'm alive. Yeah, just in case you know, F my parents. And, yeah, like, I'm alive. Don't be concerned about me. You should be concerned about yourself. This is beyond weird. Joycelyn Savage, why don't you come out and apologize to everybody who was looking for you? Why don't you come out and apologize to people? It's the same thing as a stupid heifer that went missing and her dad didn't know where she was at and the poor man took his own life. He passed away. Then she came back out of nowhere and she not only did she not apologize for that shit, for people who were looking for her and thought she was dead, I don't even think she even acknowledged anything dealing with her father. Just came out and said, well, I just needed some peace. I needed this. Girl, you are such a bitch. So Joycelyn Savage came out and she told the world that she's alive and she is well.
everyone, my name is Jocelyn Savage. I'm 29 years old and I'll be 30 next month. I just want to come out here short.
First of all, I did not know she was only 5 years younger than me. I thought she was like, when he got her, she was like 18, 19 years old. And then she come on here and she say, I'm 29, I'll be 30. You're only 5 years younger than me? I thought you were younger than that, Jocelyn.
Know that I am not a victim. I've been with Robert for 10 years. He has been incarcerated for 6 years.
So were you 18, 19, or were you 15 when you met? Never mind.
And I have seen him every weekend for the past 6 years. Just 3 years ago, I proposed to Robert and he said yes. And we are planning on getting married and having a family, and I'm very excited about that. But anyways, I just want to come out here and let you guys know to please do not believe the lies that my mother and father are coming out here saying about me and Robert. I am not held against my will. I am not a sex slave. I am not brainwashed or any of those crazy lies that were told on me. And I just want Robert to get the righteous justice that he deserves, because he deserves to be free. Enough is enough. I'm tired, and he's tired as well. So I just want you guys to continue to please pray for him. I'm praying for him. I believe that he will be out soon. Hi, everyone. My name is Jocelyn Savage. I'm 29 years old, and I'll be 30 next month. We'll be out soon. I have hope. And just, you guys, please, just do not believe the lies, because enough is enough. It's been 6 years, and I'm just tired. I choose not to call my mother and father because I do not want to talk to them. I have a cell phone, and I choose not to call them. So I'm a grown woman, and if I decide not to call them, that's my choice. And it is what it is. So once again, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm in love, and I'm good. So thank you guys for listening. Have a great day. Bye. We'll be out soon. I have hope. And just, you guys, please, just do not believe the lies, because enough is enough. It's been 6 years, and I'm just tired. I choose not to call my mother and father because I do not want to talk to them. I have a cell phone, and I choose not to call them. So I'm a grown woman, and if I decide not to call them, that's my choice. And it is what it is. So once again, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm in love, and I'm good. So thank you guys for listening. Have a great day. Bye. We'll be out soon. I have hope. And just, you guys, please, just do not believe the lies.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to find the article from a few years ago where they claimed that Jocelyn was deceased. They felt like Jocelyn was deceased, which I don't think R. Kelly is capable of taking someone's life. That's one thing I don't think he is capable of doing. Diddy, on the other hand, nah, for real though. Diddy, on the other hand, he's a Scorpio. But I don't believe Robert Kelly would take someone's life. But I feel the same way about her as I do about the young lady that went missing, and her father took his own life because she went missing. Like, bitch, this was so random. It was random because, one, R. Kelly is not getting out of jail. I guess she put this out there because she thought he was getting out of jail. He's not getting out of jail. Girl, we in our 30s now. We can't be sitting up here waiting for a jail bait. We can't be sitting here well for him. You need to go and find you a decent young man. Okay? I don't think you have a hard time finding you a nice young man. You're a beautiful lady. I'm still shocked that you're almost 30. And even as a grown-ass woman, you still call your parents back when they call you. Okay. But to me, like, it's just so weird. Like, it's just so, I'm grown. I don't owe them no answer. I can't stand when people do that. Like, have some respect. So, of course, I knew her parents were going to come out not too long after that. And I knew they were going to say it was an AI video, generated video.
I seen the video earlier today that was surfing around on the internet of our daughter Jocelyn. It's been about a little over 6 years since we physically have seen her out in public. The video that we saw did bring some concerns because it appears that the video is AI generated. Anybody knows about AI, how realistic videos can be from just a simple picture. Her voice, speech didn't match some of the video recordings. The gestures with the raw image on her shirt, actually the mouth moved when she talked. And so it's brought some serious questions, and it confirms
serious concerns.
It confirms why we have been fighting so hard just to make sure she's fine, being okay. Basically, that's all we want to know. Like in the video, seen the video earlier today that was surfing around on the internet.
I need you to do something about that damn echo. Granted, I would love to have a house where it echoes because that means you ain't got no dirty ass closet, girl. That means you ain't got no dirty ass carpet. Carpet is trash. But I need you to go somewhere in your house where there's carpet so it won't echo so much. One. So yeah.
She said that she has a choice if she wants to have a relationship with her family, her parents especially. And that's true. We just wanted to make sure she's fine, healthy, and okay. And
that's all we asked for.
And the video that we saw today, it still doesn't answer our questions because the video definitely appears to be AI generated.
We've been through so much as a family. You know, we have no other choice tonight to file a report, a missing person report. Twice. If you think back and look at all the times that has happened in the past where they said that she had a baby, that was false. They also said some other things about her that was false, like the book, false. The Patreon account, false. These things concerns us as a parent. We really need to find what's.
Aren't you the same parents that sold her? Y'all sold her. So, okay, first and foremost, you created the monster. Let's talk about that. Because y'all not innocent in this. Granted, it's still disrespectful to not call your parents or call them back. And then when they get the whole police involved and say that you're missing, yes, that's wrong. But in the same sense, you're the reason why she's in this mess. And I stand corrected. I found an article from CBS News. And it says that she was 23 in 2019. So she is 29 going on 30 years old. So I stand corrected. She is an almost 30-year-old woman. So she's in her expiration date with R. Kelly. When she said we're still together, I bet you she has not had any form of contact with that man. You know him and other people, they like him young. They don't like him old. And girl, 30 is old for a pedophile. A pedophile, sorry. 30 is old for a pedophile. Your eggs are gone. Your looks go away, even though we look younger than these 20-year-olds. Because, girl, she don't look like she's near 30. She still looks 19, 18 years old. But, society tell us women, hey, they don't want you by 35. You're spoiled milk. So, but in the same sense, it's like, y'all put her in this situation. You had a beautiful young daughter who wants to be in the entertainment industry. And you said, hey, shake what your mama gave you. He gonna like this. He liked it. Now she don't want nothing to do with you or him. So is she wrong for protecting her peace and not wanting to be with you? Yes, because you put her in this situation anyway to begin with. But AI generated is a little far-fetched, don't you think?
What's going on?
That was her. She said that she has a choice if she wants to.
Because at the end of the day, we don't know what's going on. We are eager to find out. So please pay attention. Look at what we see and judge for yourself.
It's something, I will tell you this. I'm a Georgia girl and I cannot stand Southern men when they talk like this. Like, to me, I feel like you're talking down to me, sir. And at this point, it's very far-fetched. the fact that she don't want nothing to do with the people who got her in the situation to begin with is not too far-fetched.
Until somebody else and say, hey, does this look like an AI generated? Because it looks like it to us. So thank you.
And whoever
it's not AI generated, I promise you. AI generated is more clear, and it didn't look clear. It looks like, I don't know who's been playing with the front of her camera lens, but somebody's been playing with the front of her camera lens and is giving, my phone is old and I need it to be new. Okay? But it's not AI generated. I promise you it's not.
behind the video, we demand answers, and we hope to get a resolution soon and to have some type of closure. And if she wants to have a relationship with her family or not, that doesn't matter at this point. We just want to know that she's fine, healthy, and okay.
Right. That's all we ask for, to make sure you're fine, healthy, and okay. We love you. From your parents and from family. Thank you. Because at
Hi, everyone. My name is Joycelyn Sack.
All right.
the end of the day,
how I feel. This is I already told you when I was giving my commentary, I feel like y'all are toxic. Okay, you two are toxic. You are severely toxic people. For her to run to R. Kelly to begin with is questionable. Every parent that sold their daughter to R. Kelly, you are not innocent. You are not innocent. Y'all sold these girls to this man, and then now she don't want nothing to do with you. She's 30 years old. She wants to marry him, which I think is stupid. Okay, because in the back of his head, if he really is a PDF file, she's expired milk. Like, even if he were to get out of jail, he ain't gonna go back to her. Because she's spoiled milk. She's over 18. I really clearly think that she does not want anything to do with these people. I don't feel like she is being held hostage. I think the police would have investigated that. Now, on the conspiracy theorist side, let's go into my little screwed up conspiracy theory brain for a second. If she has been indoctrinated, if she has been indoctrinated into a specific organization, she might be kept as a kitten. If you want to get my drift. Because if you sold her when she was 17, 18 years old, ma'am and sir, she's a kitten. Yeah. She's a cat. Okay? You sold her to do coitus work. I hope they don't block my video for saying coitus. But you know, half of you don't know what real words are any fucking way because you're fucking stupid. Anyway, if you sold her off, that's sex trafficking one. She has not said anything to you, and my thing is, I suggest y'all leave that girl alone because she can't come out and say, hey, they made money off of me and they stole me to R. Kelly. And if she were to come out with that, they'll be as guilty as R. Kelly and they will be tried for RICO because that's trafficking. Okay? That's coitus trafficking. Okay? So let's just say she did get indoctrinated into a specific organization. You can't get her out because you sold her. That would be your fault, ma'am and sir. If you don't mind admitting that you sold your daughter to do coitus work, you won't ever get to see her again. Because who let their teenage daughter, oh my God, I will never forget this. Who let their teenage daughter hang out with R. Kelly? Who let their teenage daughter go to R. Kelly's house? Who let their teenage daughter go to a Diddy party? Who let their teenage daughter go to a T.I. party? And yes, that's going to be the next one on the docket, okay? That's the next case that's coming down drain. I don't understand why Sabrina Peterson is in it, though, because I don't believe nothing that woman says. Okay, I just think she was okay with it as long as she was okay with it as well. So it's why would you let your kids go to these parties? Yes, there are cases where kids sneak out the house, okay? But this does not feel like there was a situation that she got snuck out the house. But if he's really in prison, how is he controlling this girl? He doesn't have any money because the nigga don't know how to read. So he does not know where his money went. He was just making a whole lot of money and didn't know how to read. And a lot of people have taken advantage of him. So, good luck with the bad choices you made as parents of selling your beautiful daughter off because you thought she was going to be a pop star, because that's what you all guys thought. I'm not going to lie. I am guilty of this. The difference is I was 30 years old and I wanted to be around this person, and I did somewhat want to have some notoriety. And long story short, it backfired, which it should. And now it's backfiring. She don't want nothing to do with you. Y'all didn't want her anyway. The bastard probably wanted a boy. Because you fucking assholes sit up there and do gender reveals and don't think your kids are going to look back and see videos of you mad because you had a little girl. And he comes off as a nigga who wanted a little boy. Well, since you don't want a little girl, she can go away. She went away. She's grown. She's 29 now. She don't want nothing to do with you. You and your bad decisions. Do better. Do better. Do better. All right. I got some other stuff I want to talk about. Hold on. I got something over here.
I seen the video earlier today that was surfing around on the internet.
Girl, she pissed me off with that echoing ass house. Okay. So, let me get ready.
Hi, everyone. My name is Joycelyn Savage. I'm 29.
Okay. Now, this is crazy. And no, I have not made a comment in neighborhood talk because I don't be in a mood to get into it. I have been in the pick a fight. It kind of moved. It must be in the air. It must be in the planetary alignments to pick a fight because this idiot done picked a fight while I ran. They gonna sit here and say, well, hopefully they make the decision to do peace. Nigga, shut your fucking dumb ass up. You're dumb and ugly and fat and disgusting. You're an idiot, sir. But this happened. And boy, do I have an opinion on this, okay? It says, a popular Chicago hairstylist has been pronounced deceased after falling off a boat and drowning in Lake Michigan. 27-year-old Zaire Walls was enjoying a boat trip to the Navy Pier when tragedy struck. According to the witnesses, Zaire fell into the water while partying and struggling to stay afloat. Witnesses claim at least 2 people jumped in the water to try to save her. Unfortunately, their efforts were unsuccessful. The Chicago Police Department received a call about a woman falling off a boat around 5:30 p.m. After dispatching a team of divers. Her body was recovered and later identified by the Cook County Medical Examiner Office. Zari was well-known hairstylist in the Chicago area, best friend with 19-year-old Kanika Jenkins, whose death made national headlines after she was found dead in a freezer at the Crown Plaza Chicago O'Hare Hotel in Rosemont, Illinois. Kanika has initially been there to attend a hotel party. So, girl.
Girl, you know that you're 10.
Nope. So there's a video showing her on the boat. Okay, no, we don't need to see that. So her friends are, talking about her and, giving their condolences. This sucks because, she was starting life and, but my question is, I don't know. I saw that it was another Kanika, right here. There must be a common name in Chicago. I'm not quite sure. So I'm not going to make any assumption because when they said she is friends with Kanika Jenkins, I was like, y'all need to see all that. She clearly got plastic surgery, by the way. You see that tape right there? She had got them done. She had got her yitties done. When you hear stories like, when you think about the Kanika Jenkins story, when she was 19 years old and she magically found herself in a freezer, and everybody know the conspiracy theory about that. Today, I'm going to be going on with the conspiracy theory brain. I'm going to be talking from a conspiracy theorist brain. But have you ever thought, and I will say this, the main thing that irritates everybody is that nobody got up to go look for Kanika. Nobody went to go find her. They found her in the freezer while she was not with nobody else. She was drunk. She was underage one. She had no business drinking at 19 years old. What was the whole situation? Okay, so now we see this situation with this young lady. Once again, we have a story of a young lady enjoying herself, having fun on a yacht, and falls off the yacht during the party. Okay. This is giving I Know What You Did the night Kanika Jenkins passed away. It's giving I Know What You Did Last Summer vibes. Because how are you not only partying and enjoying yourself, but you passed away from inconvenient circumstances, just like Kanika. Kanika was enjoying herself, having fun, chilling with friends, and then she magically falls into a freezer. How the hell do you fall into the water on a yacht? You know you can't swim. Please stay out the water. Then she fell into in the water in Lake Michigan. This is a lake, not the ocean. This is a lake. And they could not find her. When they find her, did she just drown? Nobody performed CPR on her to get water out of her system? Is this the attack of the ghost of Kanika Jenkins? If she is friends with her? Did you see her walk out the hotel room and didn't do nothing, didn't say nothing, and saw exactly what happened to her? Was that you? I mean, it is crazy that you became a popular hairstylist years after she passed. And then you passed away in the same kind of circumstances, except for it was on a yacht. This is strange. And I'm not saying she's guilty or anything like that, but it's just so many similarities. Is this common in Chicago to just randomly die in a hotel freezer? Is this common in Chicago to randomly die in Lake Michigan on a yacht? Is this common? It just make you wonder. This is her enjoying herself on a yacht. You telling me this girl? I can't. Do I dare show this? I don't want to get blocked. But yeah, like, okay, let this finish off. Hold on. Dang. There's very similar circumstances. So either this is the ghost of Kanika Jenkins coming, or this is there's an issue on in Chicago with partying. Apparently, you can't go to a party without passing away. This is crazy. My heart goes out to her family. I'll be looking more into this situation because I just think it's weird. I mean, was she one of the people that was with Kanika when she passed away at the hotel? That's my question. I want to look into some more weird stuff that I picked up along the way. I have not been keeping in track because I was not invited to be part of the press committee that got to be a part of whatever was happening with Diddy. So I feel some kind of way about that because, I was supposed to do jury duty, but they told me I didn't have to do jury duty. And I wish I was doing jury duty on this case. Okay. But I heard something very interesting about Diddy's mom while the trial has been going on. I think Cassie was the first one to testify. And one of the things she brought up was Diddy's mom sitting on top of, was she sit on top of her face or did she sit on top of Diddy's face? I'm not quite sure. I can't clarify. But this popped up and I want you guys to hear about this. And I always knew something was weird and off about Janice because mainly her name Janice. Anybody named Janice, I don't trust. I don't know what it is about that name. I'm sorry. Your name is Janice. I immediately get jeepers creepers. So, but we all see there's something weird. I mean, the fact that that he never married, one, and the only person who's been consistent in his life outside of Kim Porter was her. Listen to this.
Been seeing a lot of chatter about Diddy's mom and her macaroni and cheese recipe. Now, we all know that macaroni and cheese has a very special place in the hearts of African Americans all over the country. I have seen all different types of recipes, different cheeses, different ingredients. Some people put crab in their mac and cheese. Some people put lobster, just all this different stuff, but not Diddy's mom. So what I heard was that Diddy's mother has a jar of Diddy's nut in her refrigerator. Yeah, his ejaculate, his baby makers, his man yogurt. She has a jar of that in her refrigerator and she drizzles it over her mac and cheese and feeds this to people. That is one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard for several reasons. First off, I don't want any bodily fluids in my macaroni and cheese. Second, why are you collecting your son's semen? What kind of Oedipus Rex bullshit is going on in this house? They also said she does her own freak-offs, which doesn't surprise me at all. The apple don't fall too far from the tree, and this tree needs to be cut down. That's a damn shame. You cannot eat from everybody. If somebody offers you some mac and cheese, you got to ask them, what kind of relationship do you have with your mother? So I've been seeing a lot of chat.
Now, that is not how the African American community makes their mac and cheese. Now, this is nasty. This is like the red sauce and spaghetti. Y'all know what that is. Which I had a dream dealing with a situation with me and a friend was at dinner, honey. Me and him was in that dinner, and this girl made us some spaghetti, and the spaghetti was not right. Someone right with spaghetti. It wasn't cheese on top of it. It was some white stuff on top of the spaghetti. Maybe I was sensitive to this mac and cheese situation, but this is very witchcrafty to put. This is allegedly, by the way. But once again, I don't trust people named Janice. I don't trust anyone named Janice. But, girl. You put his man sauce into your mac and cheese. How did she get it? Like, who was the poor person? Was it one of the escorts? Or was it Cassie that had to milk him? What? So now I can't eat spaghetti or mac and cheese. Which at the end of this live, I'm going to explain to you my spaghetti dream. I will explain to you my spaghetti dream, okay? That is so nasty. What is Janice? Let me look up Janice. Janice, what's your sign? Please don't be a Virgo. Even though I know Virgos have done some weird dark-sided stuff. That's such gross. And I'm not talking about Beyonce. I'm talking about people I've been around that done some weird dark-sided Virgo stuff. And I just question, like, and now I see why people don't like us. Because it's over a man who doesn't love you. Like, for crying out loud. She was born in 1940. Now, I feel like some people leave their birthdays off the internet, because I feel like some people leave their birthday off the internet because I know people are going to be doing natal charts. I don't do natal charts. I just see your birthday and see your sun sign. That's ill. Miss Janice, that's nasty. I'm going to pray for you. Oh, and it says her profession was that she was a model, Loud. They said that her profession was, and her last name just so happened to be Smalls. Oh, the irony. She was a model back in her day. I mean, it's not too far-fetched. Really. It's not. Miss Janice, though, girl. I can't with you. Okay. That's something I'm going to talk about on my podcast.
I have made it.
Oh, that's a movie. Okay, never mind. I kind of low-key wanted to know what it was. Here's the thing.
She told me out her own mouth Puff got herpes.
Oh, hold on. I was not ready for that. Okay, so this guy who was talking here is Diddy's ex-stylist, and he claims that Puff ex-assistant told him that this about Diddy and ASAP Rocky.
Shit. She told there's a message in my phone right now about how Puff was walking in the meetings, hold an ice cold soda on his face, and everybody, like, she told me that he had herpes. She told me that out her own mouth. She told me out her own mouth that ASAP Rocky is gay and Rihanna knows it. She told me I heard.
How did ASAP? How did Rocky? How did ASAP Rocky in this? We talking about Diddy now. We talking about you claim that Diddy had the bumps on his face or his privates, and now you're saying that ASAP Rocky is a homosexual. Don't ask me my opinion about that because I love Rihanna too much to talk shit about Rihanna. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. I just can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I know. But and yes, I peep ASAP Rocky's energy. But how did ASAP Rocky get in this again? Let's continue.
Her mouth that fucking. We gonna go there. You could say whatever about me.
Y'all know they said that's the reason why Chris Brown and Rihanna got into it, right? Allegedly. They said that, and this was back when Rihanna was with Chris. So, I mean, they said that Rihanna had the bumps as well. And y'all nasty. Ooh, this is why you don't sleep with people in the entertainment industry, honey. Ooh, Lord. And I think somebody put a music video out back in the early 2000s and the late 90s where they showed like these people at the club and this guy was all over this girl and she was pretty and they had changed and they basically showed you visually who this lady was and her name was Sadie and they mixed the words around and it spelled the AIDS. That's nasty. But allegedly they said that's why Chris Brown and Rihanna got into it, by the way, was because they said that she had the herbs. And
that you want to. I'm not saying you, but this woman has called me gay, and you could say whatever the fuck you want about me.
You're a Diddy stylist, sir. You're Diddy stylist. Why not? Okay, everybody that's a stylist, everybody that does hair and makeup, that's a man, is allegedly homosexual. Sir, this feel like clout to me. We need you to prove that because at this point in his case, it just seems like they have to turn around and prove that he has committed RICO. That's what they're trying to prove. And the reason why he is charged with RICO, which is racketeering. I forgot the whole reason behind RICO. But long story short, it's because they're saying that he was coitus trafficking. And coitus trafficking is when you pay someone to go out the state they're in to coitus. But sir, I need you to be careful. It's dangerous out here. This idiot just threw a bomb at Iran. This is Israel, by the way. Y'all see this? They said that Israel was bombing themselves. Well, we ain't gonna talk about that. Okay. I'm gonna talk about some other stuff, that weird stuff that has popped up on the internet that I have peeped. What's this? Let's see what he's talking about.
We talk about what kind of superhuman eyesight that lady.
Now, if you was thinking what I was thinking, we're friends now.
And another thing.
Let's play a game of who is this? Who exactly this lady looks like? Let's turn this sound off. Who does she look like? Ma'am, do you know who your daddy is? And yes, sir, we are friends too. Because it's no doubt in my mind that her father name is Sean as well. She looked more like him than Blue and Rumi. And Sir look nothing. Sir is cute. Sir is adorable. They're Rumi and Sir. And yes, they do have his features. Y'all keep saying how much Blue looks like Beyonce. And I know y'all feel like saying her look like her daddy she do have her dad's features. You can't deny that, okay? That's him cheering. That's him cheering. But this might be his cheering too. Jay, what were you doing back in the day? You know, you Sagittarius are sneaky. You Sagittarius are some sneaky MFers. Y'all, you busted one out in red. Like, there's so many kids walking around here that look like him. Ma'am. Oh, Lord. You might have a case, ma'am. Girl. You worry about the wrong thing. Okay. I don't know where that's from. I have saved a lot of weird stuff. Oh. I want you guys to look at this. Okay. Look at this. I had saved all of them, but I don't know what I did with the rest of them. But I want you guys to look at this real quick. Watch it.
Cut off your friend for missing your birthday dinner, but not the man who forgot your birthday. You cut off your friend for missing your birthday.
Y'all see all these videos?
Dinner, but not the man who forgot your birthday. You cut off.
Now she made it very obvious that she wasn't eating chicken the right properly way, because girl, you didn't leave the bone, you ate the bone too. They are creating AI generated Black influencers. Y'all see this? The only thing that messed up is how she was eating the chicken.
Off your friend for missing your birthday dinner, but not the man who forgot your birthday.
And her
You
children.
cut off your friend for.
And she eating oysters. That's wild. And it's very obvious that it's an AI, because who put the whole chicken
Missing your birthday dinner, but not the man who forgot your birthday.
She didn't pull the bone out of nothing. She over here eating the
You
bone.
cut off your friend for missing your birthday.
Girl. It's getting scary. Okay. Let's see what else. Some more Diddy stuff. Oh, somebody got a
you don't have to.
Somebody got a hot mic moment with Cassie of being just as bad as Diddy. Listen to this.
See it, but it's my life, and I'll kill you.
Yeah, but
no, I will if you don't show me right now. I will you, and I will hide you, and I will cut you up and put you in the dirt right now. Pull it up. If you have it, pull that up. Because if not, I'm gonna you, and then he's gonna you again. So just do it. Pull that up right now. You got that? Pull that up. I'm going to you. You don't understand. I don't give a. I've never anybody in my life, but I will.
Now, the reason why she was talking to a male escort like that was because they had a freak off tape, and she didn't want them to release the freak off tape. That's so weird, because the freak off tape would have gotten Diddy in trouble heavily. So it's kind of weird that she would be mad that this person had a freak off tape when it could have like helped her out. It's kind of weird for her to be mad like that. You guys are weird. No, for real. Anyway. Let's see what else something weird I want to talk about before I get to B. Simone's weird ass. I'm going to talk about this on my podcast. I don't like doing murder mystery on here. I'll talk about Britt eating on a whole nother day. this is something weird that happened.
So how is it possible that 50 birds could fall out of the sky at the same time? You heard what I just said? In Mobile, Alabama, 50 birds fell out the sky at the same time after everybody heard a loud boom. Matter of fact, look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Okay, so what we have here is June the 14th of
They fell out the
2025.
sky and they died.
It's earlier today, around about 1 p.m. It was like this huge lightning that
Look at this.
happened, and over 50 birds fell out the sky. They all in people's yards. They on top of the houses.
If that's not a sign of the times, I don't know what is. So you're telling me that randomly 50 birds just fall out of the sky, end up on people's lawns, gone, unalive, and nobody knows how that happened? That's some unexplainable shit. And as random as it seems, it's not that random at all. Look at the times we're in right now. Look at the things that's going on right now, and you tell me how random that is. But what I need you to do is, if you're in Mobile, Alabama, I need you to let me know what happened out there. And another thing I need you to let me know is that common? Anybody that knows anything about pelicans, because you can Google this and it says some things. Let me know if they just randomly fall out of the sky 50 at a time. Pay attention. So how is...
Let me tell you, I got a story. I got a lot of stories. Dang, we might not even get to be Simone, boring ass. Anyway, one night, my mom said it too. My mom brought it up in the car. She said, I could have sworn I heard bombs go off. Okay. And to give you an idea, I am in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. I'm in Atlanta. Atlanta. And it was crazy because at first I think somebody was shooting off firecrackers. They like to do that. It was Juneteenth. So somebody bought like a shitload of firecrackers in the neighborhood. So they were shooting off firecrackers on Juneteenth because that was the day that the emancipation. That was the day when Texas finally found out that they were free. Okay. The Emancipation Proclamation was signed in 1863. Sorry, you guys. But the enslaved people did not find out in Texas until but yeah, it just sounded like, but it was like later on that night when I was asleep, and I ain't gonna lie, at night it had sounded very weird. I be in my room and it just sound weird. One night I thought I heard some girl talking. I'm not quite sure if this girl was actually talking, but it just sounded like somebody was talking or fussing or something like that. And sometimes I don't believe it because, like, at the end of the day, I sit there, I be laying here, I be like sitting here in my bed, I be minding my own business, and I have my window closed when it turns to night. So sometimes, like, I hear things, and sometimes I'm like, maybe I'm just hearing things. So I heard what sound like, it sounded like a boom. And I'm like, huh? Like, just not too long ago, I was looking outside and it was smoky. And I was like, okay, well, I hope there ain't no forest fire, because I don't need that in my little life. I just don't need a forest fire in my life. That's just not what I need. I just don't need that. That's things I don't need. One of them, I don't need us to go to war, and I don't need us to have a forest fire. So but I saw someone, but it just sounded like there was a bomb that went off. I don't know what's going on outside most of the time, and I work outside, so yeah. No. All right. Let's see what else is weird. And I want to say this. Can I talk about this? The reason this is weird because I could have sworn Joe Jackson has passed away. I thought he passed away a few years ago. Joe Jackson. I could have sworn that man had passed away. This is Joe Jackson with Chris Brown. And somebody said this. You could put the year up here as to when this happened because Joe Jackson, I could have sworn he passed away. Is this old? Let me look it up. I could have sworn Joe Jackson passed away. Hold on. I think this is old. Cause he's doing Kiss Kiss. But yeah. You guys are weird. Oh, let me hurry up, do this first. Okay. Because I want to look this up. And if it's Chris Brown and Cans, it's definitely old. But I just thought it was weird to put this up here. It's weird. It's weird. Girl, what'd you okay. Let me look it up. I just thought this was weird. I guess they were reminiscing or something like that. Let me get rid of Janice Cone real quick. Yeah, he passed away in 2018, June 27. That was weird, you guys. Yeah, this is old. Speaking of weird things happen. I thought this was weird. It says Sanjay Kupar passed away after being stung by a bee in the mouth during a polo match, triggering a heart attack. That's a very extreme allergic reaction to bee. So it says Indian billionaire Sanjay Kupar, a prominent figure in the auto parts industry and close friends of Prince William, of course he is, passed away at 53 years old following a tragic incident during a polo match. The incident occurred on June 12th at the Guard Polo Club in Windsor during the Queen's Cup subsidiary final, where Kapar team faced the Sujan Indian Tigers. Reports indicate that Kapar suffered a heart attack after reportedly swallowing a bee, which stung him in the mouth, triggering a severe allergic reaction and subsequent cardiac arrest. Witnesses recount Kapar collapsing after mentioning he had swallowed something, marking a sudden and shocking end to the match. Kapar, who chaired Sona Comstar, a global auto part firm founded by his father, had an estimated net worth of $1.2 billion. Holding dual Indian and U.S. citizenship, he was known for his philanthropy and passion for sports, particularly polo, which he helped expand through the community initiative. His educational background includes the Doon School, which praised his dedication to fitness and sports. The billionaire previously married to Bollywood star Karisma Kapoor and later to entrepreneur Priya Sanjeev Kapoor. Leaves behind children from both marriages. His final social media post on X expressed condolences for victim of a recent Air Indian crash, reflects his compassionate nature just days before his untimely passing. Girl, this is crazy. And this is how fragile life is, by the way. Like, people sit here and say it's not like that. Yes, it is. Life is that fragile to where one minute you're alive and the next minute you're gone. So y'all be careful out there. Be very careful out there. This is scary. Which also, that's another thing that was weird as well, was this whole where's the what is stuff on the flight of the plane that crashed in India? I can't find it. All right, so let's talk about B. Simone, honey. Let's stop sharing for a second and let's talk about B. Simone. I want to go off a little bit on her for a split second, because this girl think I'm over it. For starters, okay, but the main thing is, like, I'm sorry. And that wasn't me. No, that was me stretching. I was stretching. So yeah. So B. Simone America, you want to know what grinds my gears? It's people like B. Simone. Okay. She is irrelevant in all ways of life. Like everything she do is irrelevant. She's not that funny as a comedian. I don't know what businesses she had, but apparently she invested in businesses. One. And then two, like she's annoying, she's weird, and she was one of the ones that came out and was talking about worth and said, I can't expect a man to have these things if I don't have them. Which my thing is you're a millionaire, right? If you're a millionaire, how can you say you don't have what you need to be with a man? Okay, because in today's society, they expect you to have to be making $1 million and to be able to cook, clean, and oh yeah, honey, that's what they're expecting from you. They're expecting you to cook, they're expecting you to clean, and they're expecting you to have to make $1 million a year. That's what's tea. Okay, that's what's going on. That's what's going on, you guys. That's what people are expecting. People are expecting you to have $1 million, to be able to raise kids, to be able to cook and clean. You gotta do everything that his mama didn't even do. Okay? His mama didn't do all that. But see, don't tell him that. Don't tell him that because he'll sit there and argue with you. Said, my mama did do all that. You know, my mama the one. She did all that. I know she did all that. My mama did all that. She did. You guys okay? She didn't. I know he wants to believe that. I know you want to believe that. That's what they're expecting. But she's been one of the people who's been vocal and she's been out there and she's been very annoying. Well, she finally has humbled herself and came out and said, which my thing is, her broke is not your broke. So her broke is not the same broke as our broke is. Her broke is rich people broke. Okay. So she claimed that she has to shop at H&M now. Honey, at least you were able to shop. Like all jokes aside, at least you able to shop, honey, because not everybody gets to shop in this economy. This economy is on one right now. So let me go off for the next 5 minutes about this, because I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of people and their foolishness. I'm sick of it. Okay. I am sick of people only seeing their value is what they have in their pocket. You understand me? Money does not make value to you, okay? That's just not what that is. Okay? Money does not add value to you. All right? You add value to you, okay? The most valuable thing in your life is your life. Is your soul, is your spirit, is your heart. Everything about being a human being is more valuable than any amount of money anyone can make. Okay? You the one. Let me say this again. You were the one that made a decision to judge people on not only what they have and what they make and what they do. Nobody was judging you because I'll be straight up honest with you. I kind of didn't care about what was going on with you, B. Simone. Nobody cared, okay? You kind of that weird kid. And there's a lot of people that's coming out that remind me of that weird ass kid that you went to school with. That's who you remind me of. Okay, there's a lot of people who are popular. Another person who was one of them weird kids that thought she was cool because she was part of the wrestling team is Clarissa. Clarissa, you girl, you know good and well you were a weirdo back in the day when you were in school. Because you are weird. You are awkward now. It's like she tried to be girly and look girly, and there ain't nothing girly about her. You've been fighting your whole life, and it looks like you have been fighting your whole life. And I know the first thing she gonna say is, you light-skinned bitches are hating on me. Nobody's hating on you. We just think you're weird. This man is still married. Okay, but we ain't talking about that. That is what B. Simone is. She was that weird girl that was hood, and she was always doing so much, and people thought she was funny. But when her birthday came, nobody gave her presents. That's who B. Simone is. She's just very awkward. She's just very weird, and she's not funny. Don't ask sympathy. Don't ask for sympathy from somebody like me. Don't ask for sympathy for people right now who are losing their houses, losing their lives. Don't ask for sympathy from us, because we don't have nothing to give anymore. You understand me? We don't have any sympathy for you. Okay? This sounds like you misunderstood okay? You start getting a large amount, and it sounds to me like you misplaced some money. Or to me, because I remember somebody posted, this lady posted, she broke it down for real. And she said, B. Simone is not your broke. She's not our broke. Okay? She will never be our broke. That will never happen to her. The problem is, she said liquid. She does not have any liquid money. That's a whole different from owning buildings and businesses. Okay? Because what you find out when you own a business is that you have to file a 1099, and that 1099 will drop kick you and split you in your throat. Okay? And she's finding out the hard way that regardless of who she is, she still has to pay taxes. So she's on a podcast talking about she's shopping at H&M. Why are you crying about shopping at H&M? I hope this is a comedic skit. And then she popped up again. Do I have that video? Then she popped up again, and she did an interview with Jason Lee and said, well, y'all want to hate me for what I said, but I was just putting my truth out there. Girl, shut the hell up. You put that out there after you did this. Let's talk about this. You put that out there for people to feel bad for you after you did this.
Best friend with a celebrity. Everybody thinks that, oh, because you're connected to this person, then your life is just as grand as theirs, or you got
it, or they helping you.
Baby, didn't have a job, living with my parents, a single mom. All this happened to me this past year.
Jesus.
And then it's like to not have resentment in my heart towards you because I saw you do this for other people. I saw you give a check to somebody to help them through whatever they went through. And it's like, God, like nobody didn't give me a handout, but guess what? That wasn't your responsibility. God had to take me through that for my own season, for my own.
Shoot, you a better woman than me? Why are you paying them and you ain't paying me to be on your little sorry ass podcast, bitch? This is why nobody has sympathy for you, B. So you and your friend was doing a podcast and you weren't paying her?
Own thing. I had to get my car repossessed.
Jesus.
I had to go through the food stamps line. I had to be on Medicaid because whatever I'm building my story too. But it's like, as a friend somebody who has it, it's hard to digest. They're probably shocked that I'm even saying this right. Being a best friend with a celebrity.
So she's not your friend, sweetheart. She's not your friend because for the fact that she came up after you said that and said that she was broke too, is trash. She just bullied you into believing that she was broke. She's not broke. She's a cunt. Okay? Y'all did your podcast while you're paying everybody, while your friend is on a podcast with you, and you're not paying your friend. So, B, do me a favor. Get lost for another year. Because to me, it just seemed like you're milking everything. You can't, I mean, the beginning of the year, you had a prayer, a breakfast. You did a little prayer. You did a little prayer, a prayer conference with people, and you were in some Daisy Dukes with your booty stinking out. And you did a whole prayer conference. I don't know what you're praying for. You must have sold your soul to the devil, because I know there's a lot of you guys are now over here calling for God after you done sold your soul to the devil. I find that to be quite funny. Very funny. Then all of a sudden we calling on Jesus after we done sit up there and made $1 million off Satan. But okay, cool. But she did a prayer conference, and there was some idiots over there with her, honey. And you did a prayer conference and people judging her, they're like, well, you don't know her heart, blah, 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 blah. Honey, I don't care what her heart is. She's telling you what her heart is right now, which is she wants you to be friends with her, but she don't want you to ask for money. She wants you to do a podcast with her, but she don't feel like she needs to pay you. Her love is conditional. Her love is conditional. She doesn't have any real love for anyone. Okay? So, suffice to say, I guess your way to fix the fact that you were broke was praying to God to get your money back, or you lying that you're broke. Whatever. I just feel like this is very inconsiderate of you to try to connect with people by saying, I have to shop at S&M. I'm going to tell you, as a future businesswoman, you should have been shopping at S&M anyway, even as a businesswoman. You should have been shopping at S&M anyway. Because Chanel and Louis Vuitton and Dior and Fendi do not pay you back unless you sell on Rebag or you sell to somebody who's a collector and you have some pieces that they actually want. And I highly doubt anybody want anything that's been on your body, because you're not relevant. Okay? So you I don't know where I stopped at, and I don't know where it stopped me at, but I know what I said, and I went off on the right person and what I said about that person, and I said what I said. But yeah, just stop the blasphemy, because like I said, not too long ago, you were over here selling Meow Mix water for people who had bad pH balances. So please stop. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed my podcast. Not podcast, my live. I've been doing my podcast. I came back to these walls within, you guys. I'm back to doing my podcast. I'm back to doing my podcast. And I did it about the twins. What's the last name? Was it Lewis? Twins? They were twins. I did about the twin boys that were found deceased in North Georgia. So you guys go check it out. The next one is going to be about the HBCU professors that were found deceased. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy my live. Y'all stay safe. This is my new outro, by the way. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay prayed up. Real praying. Don't be sitting up here being fake and acting like you praying to God and you really over here selling Meow Mix water, honey. It's neither here nor there with me. Anyway, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay prayed up, because there's people out here sitting up here masking themselves as Christians and they really over here taking folks' money. And y'all stay aware of your surroundings. Very much aware of your surroundings. Okay? And another thing, always be prepared. Thank you guys for coming to my live. I am so